telling you the story. All right.
And what year was that? Around what year?
1950, November 20. Oh, I haven't got it on this. So, see, I was in the Navy. I was in the Navy, the Marine Corps, and the Army. I've been in all three branches. All right.
That's crazy.
Mr. Dailey.
My dad was in Korea at the post-war, towards the end.
Yeah, well,
1950, I would say probably 54, 55.
Yeah, my brother Dave, all three of us have been in Korea. Dave was the first one in Korea, long before the Korea. After World War II, he was in the Philippines. They brought him, they put him in Korea because they know there's going to be a problem in Korea. That's where he went. Then I went there, but he didn't see combat. But then my little brother went with the 45th Infantry Division, and where did they put him? In the anti-tank and mine platoon. Well, he's got about a slim chance of going home doing that job. That's the most dangerous job in the military, all right? Looking for mines. The mines are so big. The mines are so big. I've had some of my tanks that weigh 25 tons. Guess what? Turned it completely upside down on its roof. All right, one of them.
I'm getting you.
I've been blown out of 5 tanks. I was on my 6th tank. All right. The first one, talking about being killed by a self-inflicted from, not the enemy, from our own guy. The first one was, the guy put diesel fuel in the generator instead of gasoline. And we were 5 miles in enemy territory, and the driver keeps track of the amperage of the batteries and stuff. And then we start the generator, and when we were the fuel near the half, he got to tell me, so we beat it, you know. So guess what?
Yeah, that generator started, right?
It wouldn't start. So we had to abort the mission to go. That's number one. The next one, this kid said to me, a loader in my tank, said to me, how do they make those screaming memes? So I didn't know why he wanted to know that. So I told him, they go to the mess hall, they have a number 10 can of spring beans or whatever. They cut the whole top off. So what they do, they take the can and with a bayonet, and they put holes with a bayonet, and then they put it on either a 105 or a 155 self-propelled. But I didn't know what the hell he was going to do, so I forgot about it. So I was on patrol, and from this house, they fired at me with small arms. Are they all right? I said, you know what? Throw an HE in on delay, so the shell gets inside the house and explodes and kill everybody and blow the house apart. Guess what? What a surprise I got. I was up out of my turret, waist up like this here. He went and put a sea ration can on the end of a 76 round and put it in the gun and closed the gun. I didn't know he did that. Okay, so I looked at the gunner looked at, and they fired. Guess what? That can, it had a tank has well, it's a thing to cut the recoil so it goes sideways.
Yeah.
That thing ain't gonna go through there. Guess what? The round went off at the end. I had shrapnel in my face. Blew me down the hole. The kid put it in there. I didn't know. And the gun, in the cartoons, with the gun all rolled up.
Never made it out.
So we had to beat it home. So that was one of the tanks I lost. Then another one, this Kittleson, we were 5 miles in enemy territory, 5-6 miles in enemy territory, and unbeknownst to me, all of a sudden, boom! What the hell? I thought something hit the engine compartment, So the tank, both tracks around, but But we were stuck right there, so I got on the AAA. Hey, I need a tow, you better come and get me. So a retriever come and get me. And the rule of thumb is, in the tank, we have a 2-inch cable, 25 feet, we have 2 of them. One on each side of the tank, and we have where they hook on. Our job is to put the 2 of them on the ground, crisscross like this here, so the retriever backs up. It's their job to hook it to the retriever. But we have to put the cables on our job. And that's pretty risky. You can step on a mine, bounce a betty or a shoe mine. Oh yeah, blow your leg right off. So we put the cables all down, and the retriever's backing up to me, and we're 6 miles in enemy territory, and we're running out of daylight. At 5 o'clock, you ain't gonna believe it. 5 o'clock, it's like somebody pulled the shade. Total darkness. You can't even see your hand in front of you. So the retriever backs up to the cables, and he gets about, he was within that 25 foot was there. Don't he back on a mine? And a big white vapor cat went up about 25 feet, that fuel, but it didn't ignite. Thank God that didn't ignite. So they hooked up, they got on the thing, another retriever came, tank retriever, and a tank came, and they hooked it all up. And it was just getting dark, and thank God they told me, I'm here to tell you the story.
Well, you got a lot of great stories.
All right.
I tell you, that was
so I said to Kittleson, I said, Kittleson, does your mother or father check the oil on your car at home? Well, who the hell's job you think is to check the oil in your tank? Me? You're the driver, Kittleson, but I'm gonna cover you, because you just wheels has lost our tank, $500,000 for a Sherman tank.
Oh goodness!
But they had the patent tank there. But guess what? They didn't want to lose the patent tank. Sherman, they didn't mind losing that. But the patent, I met a friend of mine that was at the desert, and I said, Cuff, Sergeant Cuff. I said, holy Christ, what you rate? You got a patent tank, you see? You know what you were doing with that patent tank so they wouldn't lose it? They were guarding prisoners. All right, guarding prisoners with that damn tank.
Yeah.
It's a Cadillac tank.
Yeah. And I had a dog about this big, and she got wounded in the paw, a shrapnel hit her. She should be up on my deck. So I said to him, I said, why don't you do me a favor, Cuff? Take this dog. She's a good little dog, but have the medic look at her paw. So I never seen her.
Oh. Before we run out of time, I do want you to talk about a couple of things that you brought here.
Oh.
You got this thing. Here's some of your pins.
Yeah. I didn't get a collusion. I didn't get a Congressional Medal of Honor for the simple reason it has to be seen by a field officer. Yeah, you got to be a captain or better, captain, colonel, full colonel, a lieutenant, sergeant can't put you in for that.
Yeah.
What's his name there? He killed 22 Germans. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor. I can't count how many I mowed down. When I came home, so I wouldn't kill anybody, when I come home, I had to go see a psychiatrist for 2.5 years to bring me back to not killing somebody.
I can't even imagine just...
They were scared that I would kill somebody, because I was trying to kill somebody, So for 2.5 years I had to do that, all right? So, I was automatically, from being wounded 3 times, and when I've been through, I was automatically put in the VA. I didn't have to go join the VA, but it was a meager little 10%. But I was in the VA, okay? So a little longer, and I finally went up to 30%, and then a little bit longer, I went up to 60%. Then I went to San Diego, to the Marine base, and there was 4 Marines that were wanted to talk to guys from the Joseph Reservoir. We had to take our shoes off to look at our feet. Oh my God. he wrote 6 pages on me. And he said to me, whatever you do, do not take this to the VA when you go back home, okay? I want you to go to the federal building, go to whatever you want, VFW, American Legion, whatever, or Veterans of Foreign Wars, go to one of them in the federal building. So that's what I did. I went to the federal building, I did what I was told, don't go over there. Guess what? All of a sudden, a couple months later, whatever, my wife says, honey, something's wrong. There's $51,500 in our bank. Oh, let's go buy a new car. You know? So my wife went to the bank and said to the, somehow $51,500 something is going into our bank. Did somebody make a mistake and put that money in our account? She says, is your husband a Korean War veteran and is in the VA? And I said, yeah. He says, no, that's his thing. So I went from 60 to 80, which I am right now. 80 paid at 100. That is that is $4,000 a month, and I've been collecting that for years. And that's what I get
Well
now.
deserved, though. Well deserved.
So, a couple things. One, how old are you now?
I'm 96 years old.
We should have started with that, because
Yeah.
with the stories that you told, I couldn't remember the detail on any of
I'm
that.
96 years old, and I've been in the Bristol Parade for 38 years, and I've been in the East Province Parade for 10 years in there.
Yeah.
And I just got home from Florida, and lo and behold, my daughter-in-law says, hey, you made the Sunday Journal. I just got home, I'm already in the paper, I ain't even in the parade yet. All right?
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Got a picture about this big
Awesome.
in the parade. So,
Well, you deserve it.
I am so glad that you came to be able to tell your story. I mean, like I said, I've caught bits and pieces of this as you've come in over the time last year. And I told Tony, I said this would be one of the best stories. So what do you have?
on the ship going to Korea, there was a guy in there from Chicago doing card tricks. He knew 22 card tricks that he showed me. Okay, I'm going to do one of them for you right here. One card there? Okay. Look at those 2 cards. Okay, I don't want you to I just want you to add the 2 counts together. Okay? Add the 2 counts together.
What does that count for?
Not the suit or the color.
Okay.
Just the amount, okay? Turn the cards over. Turn the other ones over.
Amazing.
Okay. Now here's a card trick that he did not.
Just so people at home know.
What?
Match that.
So people at home know.
Oh, okay. This trick I know since I've been 12 years old when I was Boy Scout. Okay.
Let me get over here because I want to make sure that you're
Okay, all right. I won't stand up there.
No.
All right. Okay. This guy walked in the room, the guys were playing cards. So the guy goes over the thing, and he picks the cards up, and he says, hey, they're playing cards, what the hell's the matter with you? You know?
You can stand. There's room for you to stand.
Oh, no. All right? They're all back.
Yes, they're all back in order. That's
All right?
so very funny. Just before this started, I asked Mr. Dailey if he'd like anything to drink. I didn't have coffee for him, unfortunately. So would you like a water? No. So you don't want water? We're going to be chatting? No. And I said, well, you know, the kids nowadays, they need water to get through it after.